Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll use the ground game here. Eludes a tackle. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype for the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Running out of time in the pocket. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos will come to the line to run the hurry up. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Broncos pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. They're going to run it. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's got the first down and more. And the Broncos trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
second and goal play for the offense. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, BSU. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Connerly. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. When a player is down, injured after that last play, we'll take a timeout while they check him out. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he'll let it go. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. It's second down. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. First and 10 now for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Receivers are bunched together. To throw, it's Nelson. And it's caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Broncos hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the Broncos line it up with first and goal. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Broncos pick up enough for a first down here. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Back in motion now. Looking to throw. It's Nelson. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just a complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Connerly. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16th. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but
sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense To be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Okay, ready? Second down after that previous play.
Here we go.
He'll hand it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Connerly. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On the ground, it's Thomas. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw, complete to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Short completion, a third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up fourth down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is, Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Looking to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's reeled in. It's Connerly. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. The offense going with the hurry up.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch, and he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
A completion sets up a second down play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, the defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
No gain there. Ball was spotted at the 2 again.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, they're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
Looking to the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, Rebels. See if they can convert the point after. Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. To throw, it's Nelson. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's the throw deep downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Broncos will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Connerly. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
On 1st down, it's play action. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Here's the 2nd down play. To the air, it's Nelson. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the 1st down himself.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Broncos looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And the Broncos looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal for the 2. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, BSU. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out, it's Connerly. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. And now the handoff. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Suddenly off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. Touchdown, Broncos. And this one is getting ugly.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3, this is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Connerly. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll run it to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, how about that? Another call and another bad result for this offense. Kind of a microcosm of how this entire football game has gone. They're just trying to bleed that clock and get out of here. Nothing working at all.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handed off for a draw. Fights through a tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, another tough call for this offense. Seems like everything that they've called is going in the wrong direction. I think they're just trying to get out of this one at this point.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain, brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's at the 50. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Connerly. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick-6. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
They'll run it here. They bring him down right at the 20. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's moving out of the pocket. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning. Gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
2nd down, they're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Working for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Motion now from the tight end. Handing off on the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Offense looking to throw the ball. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Out past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, BSU. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Connerly. And the returner is brought down at